the winner of the 2012 Queensland Marie Claire Young Business Women's Award is Chandra.
Ladies and gentlemen, I spent much of my teenage years travelling around with the Lions and Lioness Club of a very small country town in New South Wales called Dungog. And those wonderful elderly people taught me public speaking. Right now, if they were here, I would say thank you very much. To all of the other finalists in the category, I'd just like to reflect on the mantra of these awards, that incredible can come from anywhere. And I guess as we look around, incredible comes from a wonderful group of young women who believe that they can achieve amazing things and make a difference in the world of Queensland and global business. And that's very special. I'd like to thank Telstra for putting on such a sensational process of awards. I'd like to thank Marie Claire for sponsoring the process. Like the other finalists, I guess this has been an enormous opportunity for me to reflect on some hard years and some very fantastic years, and the most beautiful team of people that I now work with globally. And I have a table of those people at table 21, and without you this actually doesn't mean a lot because my success has come from the network of people around me that have been there during those tough times. So Sentis, what do? We are a group of 90 psychologists that have a vision, a passion, a mission to change the world in which we live. And how do we do that? It's not by asking you to sit on a couch and to tell people what happened to you at the age of 3. We actually teach people how to use that strange phenomenon that's in your head called your brain. And strangely enough, most people don't actually understand what is sitting there as the greatest asset that they have to keep themselves safe, to improve their productivity, and to just be plain fantastic. We operate in 22 countries. We have delivered our services to over 66,000 people. We are expanding at a rate that is difficult for us to keep up with. We are currently about to put offices in South Africa, looking at offices in Peru. We have offices in Brisbane, Perth, a virtual office in London, and one which is dear to my heart, which is in my hometown of Newcastle. But I would suggest to you to keep an eye out for Sentis, because we do good business. And it's been an experiment for me looking at the concept of treating people with equality, with equity, with respect, and empowering them to make a difference at their own directive. And as a result of that, we're doing very well. And when I say we're doing very well, this year we've had a 33% uplift in revenue and a staggering 230% increase in our profit line. And I guess that all sounds very commercial, but at the end of the day, our mission then is to donate that money back into conservation and to look at helping people around the world. So it's not all about making money. I don't believe that good business is making money. Good business is being able to look back one day, hopefully, when I'm 80 and say that I had a marked impact on the world around me. As I travel around the globe, it astounds me as to how many people, how many business women underestimate their potential. As Carolyn said before, the theme of this year's awards, as you know, is incredible can come from anywhere. I apologise to the organisers of this event because I wish to debate that. Incredible comes from guts. Incredible comes from the heart. Incredible comes from the ability to be knocked over and to stand back up and say, that was a fantastic learning. My inspiration is to unlock human potential around the globe and to teach people that they are capable of much more than they ever thought was possible. On that note, incredible also comes from the men in business that believe in equity and are pursuing equality around the globe. And I dedicate this award to the most inspirational man that has come into my life, and that is the owner of my business, Tony O'Brien, who has taught me that equality and equity isn't a dream. It is something that we will see, and we will see it in boards globally in the not too distant future. As a young woman growing up in a small country town, I believed in more. My mother didn't have the opportunities that I have had in my life. My father didn't have the opportunities that I've had in my life. And I think one of the early finalists spoke about the concept of choice. Young business women across Queensland, across the globe, if there is one thing that I can inspire in you, it is that you have a choice to unlock your potential and to be greater on the world business stage than you possibly can imagine. Sentis employs over 70% of females. I won't get into a debate about quotas and how that came about. What I will say to you with passion and conviction is that 70% of my employees are women because they were the best people for the job. My global leader of innovation is a young woman who is brilliant. One of my operations managers in America is a woman, and she is brilliant. I have many women across the business that are brilliant, and they didn't get there via quotas. They got there because they're good, they're talented, and they're ethical. On a final note, one of my other passions in life is innovation. Too often I see businesses, as Carolyn spoke about before, in the legal industry, where we settle for second best. We settle for how things have been done before. Well, I suspect there's a reason why I have red hair, because I don't believe in the standards of yesterday. In fact, I don't believe in the standards of today. I believe in the passion and innovation that could come from all of the finalists that are in this room in changing the planet and the future of business globally. Whether that comes from men or women, we can do that successfully as long as we embrace the best people for the job.